Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas standing here with Gilbert Melendez, UFC lightweight and now newly finished coach of the Ultimate Fighter Season 20. Gilbert, coming into this season, what was the one thing that you didn't expect from this experience that you ended up actually really liking it and growing from?
You know, it was tough in this experience. I mean, growing from is just learning how to build relationships, and you know, and I really respect a head coach. You know, it's tough to be a head coach and everything like that, but you know, more so not on the coaching side, but just what was unexpected was just how time-consuming it was. It took a lot of my time, you know, away, but the whole experience was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Just working with the girls, really talented fighters and everything, but I just got a lot of respect for a head coach, someone to be a head coach, and it's tough building relationships with short amount of time.
Stressful, huh?
A little bit, you know what I mean. I mean, you want to perform well, and you want to do your best. So it's just on your mind. You know, I think we did fine. I think I had great coaches. I had Nate Diaz, Jake Shields, Jong Sanan, and Josh Berkovich, and it was really good at times just to see him. But yeah, it's a big responsibility. You know, you're like trying to help these girls, you know, reach their goal of winning a UFC title. You know, you want to do what's best for them. So that's a little bit on your mind, and you know, and you really care. You want them to do well.
Coming in and being around a big group of women, did you have to have a different kind of approach, and did some things kind of that would work with men, motivational speeches or the way you phrase things, did it work the same as them, or did you kind of have to approach it differently?
You know, I'm lucky, man. Honestly, these are fighters. These women are fighters. They're top in the world. You know, I was working with some professionals. You know, I think in some of the previous seasons in Ultimate Fighter, you have guys who aren't quite professionals. You know, and these are the professionals. They showed up. But you know, my wife does compete, and I have taught women, you know, grappling classes. And yeah, I think they're different creatures. So you know, I think you sometimes have to be a little compassionate, and you know, they have different things going on, and you know, you try to work with them as best as possible. And I think, you know, I had an advantage in that. I think, you know, I was prepared for that and did pretty well with it.
If one of them got teary-eyed, would you get teary-eyed at all? Because it's hard to see a woman like cry, man.
No, there's some tears. You know, you're like, damn, dude. You're just like, you're all right. You know, but no tears on my side. You just feel bad. You know what I mean? No, I'm cool. You know, but you know, you're just like, are you all right? You know, yeah. But it was like, you know, it's a tough competition. It's a tough thing to do. Stay in that house for 6 weeks and stay focused and you know you know, women express their feelings a lot more. You know, I think guys keep them in a little bit more, and they're out there talking. So you know, it's probably a tough situation being in that house. And but it was cool, man. They all came, and when it was you know, time to work, they you know, they did the work. You know, so it was a pleasure.
I know you've been really respectful with your opponent. I know you got a date, but during the filming, did you guys butt heads at all, or was it kind of awkward, or was it something where like you saw him like, hey, what's up, dude, and then just walked off? Yeah,
no, it was tense. It wasn't like, you know, it was just what's up. You know, we stayed on our sides of the room. You know what I mean? We didn't really have too much to say. There was no reason to be friendly and fake it. You know what I mean? And there was, you know, and I'm not, you know, a big shit talker. You know what I mean? So I'm like not gonna try to, you know, I'm not gonna be ungenuine. You know, so I try to be genuine, and you know, it's tense. You know, he wants to punch me. I'm sure I want to punch him. So it is what it is. But you know, I do my talking in the cage. That's how it goes.
No, you've always been that way, and I know you're a fighter that's had just a ton of championship fights on your resume. Mm-hmm. And coming into this fight on December 6th, do you think because of the vast experience you've had, Pettis and the way he is it going to be something you feel in his repertoire that you've seen before or you haven't seen before?
No, I believe it's always a new look, man. This guy's he's so athletic. You know, he's doing crazy different things. Like, you know, I'd be surprised if it's nothing I didn't see. But you know, I adapt really well, and I handle things well, and I prepare very well. And I've had some battles, but I'm always prepared. You know what I mean? And I expect him to do some stuff. But I think I honestly feel like I'm more well-rounded, and I have more tools, and I have experience, and I got a lot of heart, and I'm just not scared of him. You know, I feel like a lot of times he's beat people mentally. You know, they're scared of his kick. Like, I'm just not scared of it. I'm a durable guy, and I take the punishment well, and you know, I'm gonna put the pressure on this guy and take the fight to him. You know what I mean? And you know, my first UFC fight was a tough one. You know, but you fight a little conservative at times, and I've adapted to the ring. I feel really confident in this fight, 100%.
You got the jitters out already, then the feeling out.
I'm a professional, man. The jitters are done nowadays. You know what I mean? You know, you take your deep breaths. You know, you're going to war. It's just like, it's my job. It's what I do. You know, it's what I got to do.
You know, on a last note, what's the one thing you feel that your opponents and just people in general underestimate about you when you step inside the ring or the cage?
You know, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a freak athlete. You know what I mean? There's nothing like, you know, I run on a lot of heart and hard work. You know what I mean? And you know, sometimes I'm not sure if that's not intimidating or what, but you know, I get underestimated a lot, but that's cool. You know, underestimate all you want, but I don't know what they see, but if they do, that's fine with me.
Gilbert, thank you very much. Certainly appreciate it, man. Here with Gilbert Melendez, takes on Anthony Pettis and is the coach for the new season of The Ultimate Fighter, premiering what, September
10th, next Wednesday, so check it out.
Next Wednesday. Don't miss it, you guys. Here in Glendale, California, Marcos Villegas for Fight Hub TV.